Hi, everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. His name is Drew Martin. This is our regular MLB show that we do every Monday afternoon where we take a look ahead to the upcoming week's series of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday games. And I update my official record, which Drew Martin, I'll tell you, it's not easy putting official picks out there and then being honest about the results. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always tough. So
yeah. Like, I'm an honest person, but I understand why people lie. I understand why they do, because it is so tempting. Thankfully, my record right now in MLB and my official picks in the morning show is dead even, actually slightly positive a little bit, so that's okay. But, you know, it's just want to maintain
You're giving it out for free, Pete.
Giving it out. Exactly. So what the hell do you want? No,
you're not in the red. That's
right.
A good thing. Man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so there's some interesting stuff. And by the, oh, my God, just a very quick anecdote. I knew it. I said one of my favorite plays of like, you know, the month or the week or whatever was the White Sox when they were going up against Wade Miley, and I even told one of my sports betting compatriots at another company, and as soon as I told him that, I knew I was jinxing it, and you saw what happened, right? Yep. Miley was out after 4 batters.
Yep, I was on that game as well, and I handicapped it against Wade Miley.
Exactly.
And when he went out, I thought, shit, usually I would think it was a good thing, but the starting pitcher going out, but yeah.
Of course, and the other guy comes in, throws 6 great innings, and yeah. And I knew I should have, right when I jinxed it, I should have come and told you, because I didn't know you had a bet on it. But
yeah, I did. And the White Sox had a run there in the 7th or 8th inning. I thought they were going to come back.
I know, it was the ultimate jinx. Even with Miley out, they still should have covered the team total over. But that's the way baseball goes, and that's why it's so difficult to have a winning record overall. So anyone out there who's successfully doing that, congratulations to you. All right, let's take a look at some of the some of my positivity of the year. Drew Martin has come from fading Jared Weaver. Basically, picking my spots. I don't know if I faded him every single time out, but I faded him most of the time, and I've mostly done well fading him. He's going to be at home against Texas. What do you think? Another auto fade situation?
Texas's top of the lineup. I know that they, the markets don't like them, but, you look at their 1, 2, 3. I'd put it up there, as a top 10 lineup, top of the order in the league. But, yeah, I'm not betting Jared Weaver. Right. Under any circumstances.
But are you auto-fading him?
Not necessarily.
No?
Especially when he's in Petco.
Yeah.
I just think there's a lot of room for those fly balls to land and everything. But, yeah, on the road, I am definitely looking to go against them.
And A.J. Griffin is off of 2 nice starts. He's almost definitely going to regress, but maybe not in this situation on the road against San Diego. So this is a tough one. I really want to fade Weaver here somehow, but as of right now, maybe there might not be a way to. What do you think? You think you're going to wind up just passing on the game?
Yeah, I'm passing.
All right. Yeah. Then another borderline auto fade is Ubaldo Jimenez going up against Washington. Now, Jimenez is interesting, though. The one good start that he did have this year was when he had extra rest. He had 7 days of rest, and in this start, he's going to be off of 6 days of rest. His last appearance was in relief. It was just 3 innings, so maybe this is a spot where he, Jimenez, it feels like he gets crushed 3/4 of the time, and then 1/4 of the time, out of nowhere, throws like 7 innings, gives up 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, but somehow gives up no runs. And you have to sort of figure out which of his starts are likely to be those.
Yeah, this is actually a tough handicap. It's a tricky handicap because you got Washington, Baltimore, not a travel spot of sorts, but the Nationals, have to play in the American League Park, NL to AL, and they got Scherzer on the hill, but you got to lay the -162 now. It looks like at WagerWeb. Going against Jimenez, I'm not looking to go against Scherzer at all. It's a matter of if you feel comfortable laying -160, which we've talked about before. A lot of people don't like to go above the -140 mark. I would try to tell you to get that out of your head because in the market, it seems like they price it. There's a lot of games in between -135, -145 because the bookmakers know a lot of people don't like to go higher. So there might be some value there.
Yeah, all right. And then moving on to a possible auto fade number 3. Bartolo Colon starting at Houston. Of course, Colon has had some decent starts this year, but his last 2 starts were pretty bad. I'm guessing he's going to be vulnerable here against Houston. And Charlie Morton, with that career resurgence, I think as of right now, we have to just assume it's for real, right? Forget about everything we've seen from him and know about him from years past, and just assume that he's going to give you quality starts and get a lot of strikeouts. I don't know how big of a favorite Houston will be here. Maybe -190, maybe -210. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm showing anything between -190. Chris has it -195, so the sharper book's a little higher. And I'll tell you, I mean, the market's all over this. Cologne in Houston against that lineup, just not liking it. I don't know if there's any value here. I'm definitely not betting on Cologne, though.
Yeah, all right. So 3 possible auto fades on Tuesday. What's caught your eye as far as pitching matchups or series of note for the upcoming week, Drew Martin?
The bet I actually just put in right before we were talking about it. I'm on Colorado plus 125 as the series price. I got it at Bookmaker. Just this travel spot for the Cubs coming off a Sunday night game. Work the bullpen. I was very interested to see Arrieta not already in Denver, and he got that pitch hit late. So I didn't know what the heck he was still doing in the game. But, I'm on Colorado plus 125 for the series.
Well, Colorado is plus 125 for the series, so you're getting them at a dog line. They are top 5 overall in terms of the MLB money standings, and the Cubs overall double-digit negative ROI. Now, is that going to revert back towards 0? Probably, or not, maybe not. What do you think?
The markets are usually efficient.
Yeah.
Usually,
you would think. The Cubs have been slightly profitable on the road, though, overall. But, yeah, I agree. This is a tough spot, and Colorado as a home dog seems a little bit off. All right, let's see. What else is interesting? What else is interesting?
And, Pete, let me throw in, just as a reminder, know the rules you're betting. The Cubs and the Rockies is a 4-game series.
Yes.
But the series price is only for the first 3 games, so you can throw out that last game in the 4-game series.
That's right. Okay, now what do we make of the White Sox? They sort of took some people by surprise early in the year. They've been fading now, and Minnesota's been very good on the road, a little bit maybe under the radar. Sano is a great bat in that lineup. Do we think that maybe the White Sox will be due for maybe some continued negative ROI as they've shown so far in May?
Yeah, Pete, I don't look to go against good bullpens.
Yeah,
and up until a couple days ago, I believe they still are the only team in MLB with under a 1 whip from their relievers. So I'm not looking to fade the White Sox anytime soon. However, look, the markets are starting to price them a little bit richer. Probably not up to where they should be priced.
Yeah.
But
Pelfrey's starting on Tuesday. He's actually the possible auto fade number 4. I forgot to bring up. Maybe just Minnesota on the team total over or on the first 5 innings. Although the White Sox hit lefties well, Santiago's good, but I'm guessing he'll regress. So maybe just like a first 5 innings overplay on the White Sox in Minnesota on Tuesday. What do you think about that?
Well, what is it you don't like about Pelfrey? Obviously, his numbers aren't good, but why doesn't he have? He's always had the velocity. It seems like he keeps the ball down in the zone. I haven't figured him out. Major League hitters have, but
I will have to look into. There's two ways of analyzing pitchers. One is just to look at the stats, and then to look at the reasons that the stats are what they are. And like a lot of websites that go deep into baseball analysis, analyze that. Like they'll say, like, oh, he's been giving up, a higher percent. He has an unusually high, home run to fly ball ratio percentage or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what his trouble pitches are. It would be interesting to know, but as far as I'm concerned right now, I don't need to know that. He's basically an auto fade. And if James Shields wasn't injured, there's no way he'd be starting anyway. So that's the only reason he's starting anyway.
No, good call.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what else is interesting. And then there we go. Wade Miley starting on Wednesday at Washington. I wanted to fade him last time. I did. I got burned. Maybe Washington and Strasburg. Been very actually this version of Strasburg from a betting perspective makes me more comfortable than the old versions. The old versions, he'd be like, throw like a 1-hitter with 15 strikeouts and then out of nowhere, go 4 innings and give up 6 runs. This version of Strasburg, where he's pitching from the stretch, and actually Hamill had a good start. A lot of these pitchers are starting to just pitch from the stretch and getting success there. That's what Strasburg has done. He's given you, 7 innings and 2 or 3 runs out every time, and I feel like that if you're looking to fade someone like Miley, that's a good thing to see.
Yeah, I like that. And there's a couple pitchers, like you said, Blake Snell for Tampa Bay. He just gone from the stretch, just changed everything. So that's actually an actual betting advice where you can look to make money on some of these pitchers. So I like that.
Yeah, Jason Hamill. We'll see how long Hamill's success, extends out. But his first start where he did that, it was quite successful. So yeah, maybe take a shot with Washington. Unless Miley only faces 4 batters once again, and then they bring in some pig reliever who gives you 6 shutout innings. Probably Washington. They'll probably be like minus 240 here, I would say. Maybe even more. You think?
That's
hard
a tough
to say.
One.
Yeah,
because it's in Baltimore, correct?
It's in Washington, but Baltimore's been a profitable team, so it'll be. We'll see, but suffice to say, as of right now, Washington on the run line or on the -1 line is something that I'm going to be thinking about. All right, anything else that's caught your eye, Drew Martin, from the upcoming series or pitching matchups?
Let's see. What about Cincinnati, New York Yankees? The other half of that tough travel spot. I'm definitely going to be looking to be backing Cincinnati in this series. I didn't see a series price on this, but
let me see. Yeah, I don't think there is one, but Cincinnati and the Yankees are both top 5 in the baseball in the ROI standings right now. Cincinnati's, of course, been red hot. I think they've won 7 out of the last 8 or something like that. And then on Tuesday, CC Sabathia, he was a guy who last year I was looking to fade and didn't have as much success doing that as I was hoping for, but he's looking now like he's getting hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
And Edelman's no great shakes either, so maybe a shot with the over on that one. But, yeah, you're right. Cincinnati might be a good bet on Tuesday. And then let's see who the pitching matchup is on Wednesday for that series. Let's see. Wednesday, Yankees. And let's
Pete,
see.
while you're looking that up, one thing I noticed from tough travel spots from the week before, we know Detroit and Cleveland, it got postponed last minute. Tough trip out to Oakland for the Detroit Tigers. Something I was looking to track is how these teams do after getting a last-minute postponement, because the pitcher has a tough travel spot and everything like that. And sure enough, all 3 games go over the total in that Detroit-Oakland series. And that's out there in Oakland at Pitchers Park. So
interesting.
Your overcall right there is something that I was looking at as well.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking about, Drew Martin. There's actually no game on Wednesday, which is a scheduling quirk. Okay. And yeah, so it's actually it's not a series. It's only going to be there's a Tuesday game, and that's it. I think there's a game tonight, isn't there? Or, yeah, there's a game tonight.
So that would make for no series price.
Yeah, so there's no series price, but it would make for a possible over bet on Tuesday with Sabathia going against Adelman. All right, anything else, Drew Martin? You think we just about covered it?
Yep, we got it all.
All right, I hope that my picks overall this week will be profitable. Of course, my official picks go every morning at 10:30 Eastern time in the live show that we give. You can come in, watch the show, comment. I respond to all the comments, and I put my professional reputation out on the line with official picks every morning. Drew Martin understands how difficult that can be,
especially when you're in the red.
Absolutely. Right now I'm in the black just a little bit, so I'm looking to maintain it. All right, good show, Drew Martin.
All right, Pete. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, this episode of The Odds Couple is over. But if you give us a like and click SBR's logo at the bottom of the screen to subscribe, then you'll get all the upcoming videos as soon as they come out. And don't forget to take advantage of our website. There's free picks, live betting lines, and sportsbook reviews and ratings guides, and a whole lot more. Check it out now.